God says, "I will never talk to you if you skip God now. A big tragedy is coming your way. I am trying hard to save you from a huge danger. It's very important for you to listen this now. If you feel something pulling you to stay, do not ignore it, because this is not random and this is not small. I am speaking to you directly, because what is ahead of you can be avoided, but only if you listen right now and take this seriously. You are closer to a turning point than you realize, and skipping this could cost you something you cannot easily recover. I am not here to scare you without reason. I am here because I see what you do not see, and I know what is approaching. Stay with me for these moments, because what I am about to reveal can protect you from something that would shake your life deeply. Type Amen if you believe. I am telling you clearly that the warning in this moment is not symbolic, it is real, and it is urgent. There is a situation forming around you that carries weight, something that could bring confusion, loss, or pain if you walk into it without awareness. You have been distracted, and that distraction has made you less alert to what is happening beneath the surface of your life. I have been trying to get your attention in quiet ways, through small signs and feelings, but you kept brushing them aside. That is why I am speaking louder now, because time is narrowing and your response matters more than ever. There is a reason your heart feels unsettled, even when everything looks normal on the outside. That uneasiness is not weakness. It is a signal that something needs your attention. I placed that awareness inside you so you would not walk blindly into danger, but you have been questioning it instead of trusting it. The tragedy I am warning you about is not something that suddenly appears without cause. It builds slowly through small decisions and ignored warnings. You are standing at a point where one choice can move you away from harm or closer to it. Before you go any further, pause for a moment and show your support by liking this video, because this simple act helps this reach someone else who may also need protection right now. I need you to understand that I am not distant from your life. I am present in every detail, even the ones you think are too small to matter. I see the people around you, the paths you are considering, and the moments where you hesitate. Some of those paths are safe, but some carry consequences that you cannot fully see yet. You have been leaning towards something or someone that feels right on the surface, but beneath it there is instability. That instability is where the danger lies, and if you continue without caution, it can grow into something much heavier. You are not being warned because you are weak. You are being warned because you are chosen and protected. I do not leave those I care for without guidance, especially when something serious is forming. I know your future, and I know the peace and strength that is meant for you, which is why I refuse to stay silent. Ignoring this moment would not stop what is coming. It would only remove your chance to avoid it. Listening now gives you power, awareness, and the ability to step away before it becomes too late. Type yes to affirm. There are patterns in your life that have been repeating, and you have noticed them but never fully addressed them. These patterns are not accidents. They are signals pointing to something deeper that needs correction. If they continue, they can lead you into a situation that feels overwhelming and hard to escape. I am asking you to slow down and look closely at what you have been accepting as normal. Not everything that feels familiar is safe, and not everything that looks harmless is without consequence. You may feel like you have more time, but that is where many make their mistake. Time is not always as open as it seems, and moments like this are given to shift direction before something irreversible happens. I am not asking you to panic. I am asking you to become aware and intentional. There is a difference between living carelessly and living with guidance, and right now you are being called to choose guidance. That choice can protect not only you, but also the people connected to your life. I see your struggles and I see the weight you carry, and I know that sometimes you feel tired of thinking so deeply about everything. You want peace, you want ease, and you want to move forward without fear. That desire is valid. But true peace comes from alignment, not avoidance. When you ignore warnings, you create more struggle later, even if it feels easier in the moment. I am guiding you toward a path where you can have peace without regret, but it requires you to listen now and act with wisdom. There is something specific you need to step away from, even if it feels difficult or confusing. It may be a person, a habit, or a decision that you have been delaying. You already feel the discomfort when you think about it, and that discomfort is your signal. Do not wait for a bigger sign, because this is already the sign you asked for. Choosing to act now can quietly remove the danger before it ever fully reaches you. I am not here to take anything good away from you. I am here to protect what is truly meant for you. Sometimes protection feels like loss at first because you are being pulled away from something you thought you wanted, but later you will see that it was not meant to stay in your life. Trusting me in this moment will lead you into something stronger, something safer, and something that aligns with your true purpose. Ignoring me will only keep you in a place where risk continues to grow. Have you heard about the top secret ritual the government wants to keep hidden? Imagine if a single 7-second ritual could clear your debts and draw wealth to you effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 leading neuroscience labs confirm it's not a myth. Struggling families are moving into dream homes with total peace of mind, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. What you are facing is not just one single moment. It is a chain of events that can unfold if you keep moving in the same direction without awareness. I need you to slow your thoughts and truly listen, because the next steps you take will either protect you or expose you. You are not alone in this, but you must cooperate with what I am showing you now. There is a connection in your life that feels important. Something that seems to bring comfort or opportunity. On the surface, it may even look like a blessing, and that is why it has been difficult for you to question it. But I see deeper than what is visible, and I know that not everything attached to it is safe for you. There are hidden intentions, unstable foundations, or outcomes that will not bring you peace. If you continue without discernment, this connection can become the doorway through which the warning I gave you begins to unfold. Type 222 if you trust God. You must begin to pay attention to how you feel when you are around certain people or situations. That quiet discomfort you try to ignore is not there by accident. It is a form of protection placed inside you. When something is right for you, it brings clarity and peace, even in difficulty. But when something carries hidden risk, it brings confusion, heaviness, and subtle tension. You have been feeling these signs, yet you have been convincing yourself to overlook them because you do not want to lose what feels familiar. I am asking you to stop ignoring what your spirit has been trying to tell you. The tragedy I warned you about is not always loud at the beginning. It often starts quietly and grows over time. It can begin with a wrong decision, a misplaced trust, or a moment where you choose comfort over truth. Each step may seem small, but together they lead to something much bigger. You are still at the stage where you can step back and prevent it completely. There is also something in your habits that needs your attention. It may not seem serious, but it is slowly shaping your path in ways you have not fully realized. Small actions repeated over time can either build strength or create weakness. Right now, There is a pattern that is pulling you away from clarity and discipline. If it continues, it can leave you unprepared for a moment where strength and awareness are required. Type 777 to receive blessings. I am not bringing this to you to overwhelm you, but to awaken you. Awareness is your protection, and once you see clearly, you can choose differently. You are not trapped in any path, even if it feels like you have already gone too far. Every moment gives you a new opportunity to change direction. What matters is not where you have been, but what you decide from this point forward. You have been asking for guidance, even if you did not say it out loud. In your quiet thoughts, in your moments of uncertainty, you have been searching for direction. This is your answer, even if it feels intense. I am not going to give you soft words when something serious is approaching, because that would not help you. I am giving you truth, because truth is what protects and strengthens you. There is something ahead that would test your stability if you continue as you are. It could affect your peace, your relationships, or something you value deeply. It is not meant for you to experience that level of loss or confusion. That is why I am intervening now, before it fully forms. You are being given the chance to avoid something that many only realize after it has already affected them. I need you to take a step back from anything that feels uncertain or forced. Do not rush into decisions, and do not let anyone pressure you into something you are not fully at peace with. You are allowed to pause, to think, and to choose carefully. Rushing is often where mistakes are made, especially when emotions are involved. Slowing down will give you clarity that you cannot find in a hurried state. There is also a need for you to reconnect with your inner strength. You have been relying too much on external validation or reassurance. While it is natural to seek support, your true guidance comes from within, where I speak to you quietly. When you become still, you will notice that the answers are already present. You just need to trust them instead of doubting them. You are stronger than you think, even if recent experiences have made you question yourself. Strength does not always feel loud or powerful. Sometimes it feels like quiet endurance. It feels like choosing what is right, even when it is not easy. It feels like stepping away from something you wanted because you know it is not good for you. That kind of strength is what will protect you now. Do not be afraid of letting go of what does not align with your peace. It may feel like loss at first, but it is actually protection. Holding on to something that carries risk will only bring more pain later. Releasing it now creates space for something better to enter your life. Something that is stable, safe, and truly meant for you. I am guiding you toward that better path, but you must meet me halfway. You must be willing to act on what you are being shown. Listening without action will not change your direction. It is your choices that will determine what happens next. And right now, you have the opportunity to choose wisely. There is no need to be afraid, because I am with you in this. This warning is a form of care, not a sign of abandonment. I am not leaving you to figure this out alone. I am speaking, guiding, and protecting you at the same time, but you must stay aware and responsive to what is being revealed. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading everywhere so fast? New CIA leaks have revealed a powerful brain ritual that triggers instant wealth flow. This 7-second technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly changing lives. From crushing debt to dream vacations, this could be your shortcut to abundance. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The danger I spoke of is not fixed, it shifts based on your choices, and that means you still have power over what happens next. But power without awareness leads to mistakes, and that is what I am preventing right now. Stay focused, because what you do after hearing this will shape what unfolds in your life. There is a tendency in you to delay what you know you should do. You tell yourself you will handle it later, or that things will settle on their own, but that delay has been working against you. What you postpone today can become the very thing that grows into tomorrow's problem. I am asking you to break that pattern now, because the situation you are facing cannot be ignored without consequence. Acting with clarity now will save you from regret later. Type 1010 to claim miracles. There is also something about your environment that needs attention. It may be where you spend your time, or the atmosphere you allow around you. Energy matters more than you realize, and being in the wrong environment can slowly influence your thoughts and decisions. You may not notice the change at first, but over time it shapes how you see things and how you respond. Right now there is an influence around you that is not supporting your growth or your safety. You have felt moments where you questioned whether you truly belong in certain spaces or situations. That feeling was not insecurity, it was awareness. You are being guided to step into places that bring clarity and strength, not confusion and doubt. Remaining where you feel unsettled will only keep you in a state of uncertainty. Moving away from it may feel uncomfortable, but it will lead you towards stability. There is also a need for you to protect your decisions from outside pressure. Not everyone around you understands what is right for you, even if they believe they do. Some advice you receive may come from good intentions, but still lead you in the wrong direction. You must learn to filter what you accept and what you release. Listening to every voice without discernment will only create confusion. Type 333 if you believe in divine protection. I am guiding you to trust your inner knowing more than external noise. That quiet sense within you is where I speak most clearly. It does not shout, it does not force, but it remains steady and consistent. When something is not right, it gives you a signal, even if you cannot fully explain it. Ignoring that signal has been part of what brought you to this warning. You must also pay attention to your emotional responses. When something brings sudden stress, pressure, or urgency, it is often a sign to pause, not to rush. Decisions made in emotional intensity are rarely aligned with clarity. I want you to create space between your emotions and your actions. That space will allow you to choose wisely instead of reacting impulsively. There is a moment approaching where you will be tempted to make a quick decision. It may feel like an opportunity or a solution, but it will require you to act without full understanding. That is the moment you must be careful. Not everything that appears urgent is important, and not everything that seems beneficial is safe. Taking a step back in that moment will protect you from stepping into something harmful. You have been given this awareness ahead of time, so you would recognize that moment when it arrives. You will feel a sense of familiarity, as if you have already been warned. That feeling will be your confirmation to slow down and reconsider. Do not ignore it, because it is your protection in action. Acting differently in that moment will change the entire outcome. I also need you to understand that letting go of something now may prevent a greater loss later. You may be holding on to something because you have invested time, effort, or emotion into it, but not everything you invest in is meant to stay. Sometimes the right decision is to walk away, even when it feels difficult. Holding on out of fear or attachment can lead you into deeper trouble. You are not being asked to give up something good. You are being guided away from something that will not serve you. Trust that what is meant for you will not require you to ignore your peace. What is truly right for you will align with clarity, not confusion. You will not need to force it, and it will not leave you feeling uncertain. There is also something within you that needs strengthening. You have been doubting your ability to make the right choices, and that doubt has made you more dependent on others. But you are capable of discerning what is right for you. You have been given the ability to sense, to think, and to choose wisely. Rebuilding that trust in yourself is part of your protection. I am not speaking to you like this to create fear, but to build awareness and strength. Fear can paralyze, but awareness empowers. I want you to feel equipped, not overwhelmed. Everything I am telling you is meant to help you move forward with clarity and confidence. You are being prepared, not punished. There is a specific kind of pressure that is going to come toward you. It will not look like danger at first, and that is why it is important to recognize it now. It will feel like urgency, like something must be decided quickly or something will be lost. This is where many make their mistake, because they confuse urgency with importance. I am telling you now that you must not let urgency control your actions, because that is where the hidden risk begins to take shape. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into fortune? A covert CIA finding exposes a strange 7-second ritual that activates money-attracting brainwaves on autopilot. Supported by science and 4 elite labs, this home ritual is turning struggling people into dream lifestyle owners. But this page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted from the internet forever. When that pressure comes, you must pause, even if everything around you is pushing you to move fast. That pause will feel uncomfortable, but it will give you clarity that cannot be found in a rushed decision. You will begin to see details that you would have otherwise missed. You will feel the difference between what is right and what only appears right. That moment of stillness will protect you more than any quick reaction ever could. There is also something about trust that you need to correct within yourself. You have been placing trust in places where it has not been fully earned. Not everyone who speaks confidently is right for you to follow. Not every opportunity that looks good is meant for you to accept. You must begin to measure trust, not by appearance, but by consistency, peace, and truth. Type 1111 if you walk by faith. I want you to look closely at the way you respond when you feel uncertain. You often try to resolve that uncertainty quickly, because sitting in it feels uncomfortable. But uncertainty is not always something to escape. Sometimes it is something to understand. When you take time to sit with it, you begin to see what is really there. You begin to notice the small signs that guide you toward the right decision. The tragedy I warned you about is connected to a moment where you might choose to ignore that uncertainty and act anyway. That is the moment that holds the greatest risk. Acting without clarity can lead you into something that affects your peace, your stability, and your direction. But choosing to wait, to observe, and to understand can completely change that outcome. You are not being asked to live in fear. You are being asked to live in awareness. Fear makes you freeze or panic, but awareness makes you steady and wise. I want you to feel calm, even as you take this seriously. Calmness will allow you to think clearly and respond with intention. It will keep you grounded when situations around you feel uncertain. There is also something about your past that is influencing your present decisions. You may be holding on to patterns that once felt safe, but are no longer serving you. Those patterns can lead you into repeating situations that bring the same kind of difficulty. Recognizing them is the first step to breaking them. You do not have to continue walking the same path just because it feels familiar. I am calling you into a new level of awareness where you do not move automatically, but intentionally. Every decision matters, especially in a moment like this. Small choices can have large consequences, and being mindful of those choices will protect you. You are capable of this, even if it feels new or challenging. Growth often requires you to step into a way of thinking that you have not fully practiced before. There is also a need for you to guard your peace more carefully. You have allowed certain things to disturb your inner calm without realizing how much it affects you. When your peace is disturbed, your clarity is also affected. That is when confusion can enter and lead you into poor decisions. Protecting your peace is not selfish. It is necessary for your well-being. I want you to begin choosing what you allow into your mind and your environment. Not everything deserves your attention or your energy. Being selective about what you engage with will strengthen your focus and your awareness. It will also make it easier for you to recognize what is truly important. Right now, your attention needs to be clear and undistracted. There is a moment ahead where your awareness will be tested directly. You will recognize it because something will not feel fully right, even if everything looks acceptable. That feeling is your signal to slow down and reconsider. Do not ignore it, because it is your protection speaking to you. Listening to it will guide you away from the danger I have been warning you about. You are being prepared for that moment, so you can respond differently than you might have before. Instead of rushing, you will pause. Instead of ignoring, you will observe. Instead of reacting, you will choose with intention. That shift will change everything for you. It will move you away from risk and into safety. I am still with you, guiding you through every part of this. You are not being left to figure this out on your own. Each word is meant to build your awareness and your confidence. You are being protected, even now, by being given this understanding. Stay with this, because there is still more that will help you see the full picture clearly. You have already been given warnings, but now you are being given clarity so you can act with certainty. This is not a time to drift or move without thinking. This is a time to become steady and intentional. What you do next will determine whether you walk into the danger or step completely around it. There is something about your current direction that needs to change. You have been moving forward with a sense of hope, but without fully examining where that path leads. Hope without awareness can lead you into places that do not hold the outcome you expect. I want you to combine your hope with clarity so that your steps are guided, not just driven by desire. This is how you avoid walking into something that looks promising but carries hidden consequences. Type 555 to receive clarity. There is also a layer of distraction that has been covering your focus. It may come through overthinking, through constant noise, or through being pulled in too many directions at once. When your mind is scattered, your ability to recognize warning signs becomes weaker. You may overlook something important simply because your attention is divided. I am calling you to bring your focus back to what truly matters right now. You do not need to solve everything at once, but you do need to become aware of what deserves your attention. There is a difference between being busy and being aligned. Right now, you are being asked to choose alignment over busyness. That means slowing down, removing unnecessary distractions and giving your attention to what is directly in front of you. This will strengthen your awareness and help you see clearly. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has now come to light, revealing a brain-hacking ritual that draws in wealth like magic. It only takes 7 seconds, you can do it at home, and it's supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are ditching debt and living in luxury right now. But this information won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted. There is also a truth you have been avoiding because it feels uncomfortable. You have sensed that something is not right, but you have been trying to find reasons to ignore it. Avoiding truth does not remove it. It only delays its impact. Facing it now may feel difficult, but it will save you from something far more painful later. You are strong enough to face what is real, and doing so will bring you clarity. Type 888 to align with God's plan. The danger I warned you about is closely tied to this truth you have been avoiding. It is not separate from your awareness, it is connected to it. When you ignore what you already feel deep inside, you move closer to situations that can harm you. But when you face that truth and act on it, you create distance between yourself and that danger. This is why awareness is so important in this moment. There is also something about timing that you need to understand. Not everything that comes into your life is meant to be acted on immediately. Some things require patience, observation, and understanding before you move forward. Acting too soon can lead you into situations that are not fully formed or stable. Waiting allows you to see what is real and what is only temporary. You have been given this moment to slow down and evaluate what is in front of you. This is not a delay, it is protection. When you pause, you give yourself the chance to notice details that you would otherwise miss. Those details are what will guide you toward the right decision. Do not see waiting as losing time, see it as gaining clarity. There is also a need for you to become more selective with your trust. Trust should not be given freely without understanding who or what you are trusting. It must be built on consistency, honesty, and alignment. Right now, there is something or someone that has not fully earned your trust, yet you have been leaning toward it. This is where caution is needed. You are being guided to observe more before you commit. Watch actions, not just words. Notice patterns, not just promises. When you do this, you will begin to see clearly whether something is safe for you or not. This level of awareness will protect you from stepping into situations that could lead to regret. There is also something within you that needs to rise in this moment, and that is your sense of self-worth. You have been accepting less than you deserve in certain areas of your life. That acceptance has made it easier for you to stay in situations that are not right for you. When you recognize your worth, you begin to choose differently. You will no longer settle for what feels uncertain or unstable. You will begin to move toward what brings clarity and peace. This shift in how you see yourself will change the choices you make. It will also create distance between you and anything that does not align with your well-being. I am guiding you to step into that awareness now, because it is part of your protection. When you know your worth, you do not allow yourself to be placed in situations that carry risk. You choose carefully, and you move with intention. This is how you avoid the danger that has been forming. Everything I have shown you so far is meant to sharpen your vision so you do not walk blindly. What is ahead is not meant to harm you, but it will if you ignore what you have been given. That is why I am repeating this truth in different ways, so it becomes clear inside you and not just something you hear and forget. There is a moment forming where you will feel pulled in two directions. One direction will feel easy, familiar, and comfortable, but it will carry hidden instability. The other direction will feel slower, quieter, and more uncertain at first, but it will hold peace and safety. This is the moment where your awareness will be tested in a real and tangible way. You must not choose based on what feels easiest. You must choose based on what brings clarity and peace. Type 666 to stay alert. You have often chosen what feels immediate instead of what is truly right. This has not been because you are careless, but because you have been seeking relief from pressure and uncertainty. In this coming moment, you must resist that urge. Relief that comes too quickly often hides consequences that reveal themselves later. Choosing with patience will protect you from stepping into something that could bring confusion or loss. There is also something about your emotional state that you must guard carefully. When you feel overwhelmed, you are more likely to make decisions that are not fully aligned with your well-being. Overwhelm clouds your thinking and makes you vulnerable to influence. I want you to recognize when you are in that state and pause instead of acting. That pause will restore your clarity and give you the strength to choose wisely. Type 444 to remain protected. I am also showing you that not everything you feel is a signal to act. Some feelings are temporary and pass when you give them time. Acting on every feeling without understanding it can lead you into unnecessary situations. You must learn to sit with your emotions and observe them before making decisions. This will help you separate what is real guidance from what is temporary reaction. There is a pattern of reacting quickly that has followed you for some time. It may have helped you in certain situations, but now it is something that needs to change. What is ahead requires thought, awareness, and calmness. Quick reactions will not serve you in this moment. You must become someone who responds with intention instead of reacting without thinking. Why are so many claiming this CIA ritual changed their life in just 7 seconds? This leaked CIA ritual is the real deal, and it's potent. A 7-second brainwave hack, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping regular people leap from broke to abundant. Dream homes, cars, trips, it's all within reach. But this video could disappear any time from the internet, so click the link in the description and comments now to see it before it's gone forever. You are capable of this shift, even if it feels unfamiliar. Growth often requires you to step into a new way of being. You are being guided into a place where you move with clarity and strength instead of impulse. This is part of your protection, and it will carry you safely through what is coming. There is also something about your surroundings that you need to adjust. You have been allowing influences that do not fully support your clarity. These influences may come through conversations, environments, or even the way you spend your time. They create noise that makes it harder for you to hear the quiet guidance within you. Reducing that noise will strengthen your awareness. You do not need to remove everything at once, but you do need to become selective. Choose what brings you peace and clarity, and step away from what creates confusion or pressure. This will create a space where your thinking becomes clearer and your decisions become stronger. It will also make it easier for you to recognize the moment when your awareness is needed most. There is also a truth about yourself that you must accept. You have been underestimating your ability to choose correctly. This has made you more dependent on others and less confident in your own judgment. But you have been given the ability to sense what is right and what is not, trusting that ability as part of your protection. You are not being asked to become perfect. You are being asked to become aware. Awareness does not mean you will never face challenges, but it means you will be able to navigate them wisely. It means you will see what others might miss. It means you will avoid situations that could have caused harm. The tragedy I warned you about is not something that must happen. It is something that can be avoided through awareness, patience, and wise choices. You are being given everything you need to avoid it. What remains is your willingness to act on what you have been shown. There is a moment coming where everything I have said will become clear to you. You will recognize the situation, the feeling, and the choice in front of you. It will not be confusing if you stay attentive. It will feel familiar, as if you have already been there in your thoughts. That recognition will be your signal to slow down and choose carefully. I am with you in every step of this process. I am not leaving you to face this alone. My guidance is steady, even when your surroundings feel uncertain. You are being protected not by chance, but by intention. Every word you are hearing is part of that protection. There is a shift happening around you, and you can either move through it safely or be caught off guard by it. This is why your awareness must remain steady and not fade after hearing these words. What you are being given is not just information, it is protection in advance. There is something about your next few decisions that will carry more weight than usual. These are not small choices that pass without consequence. They are connected to your direction and your stability. Even something that seems minor can open a door to something much bigger. That is why I am asking you to become very intentional with everything you do. Careless moments are where unseen risks begin to take shape. Type 999 to stay guided. You must also understand that not every opportunity is meant to be taken. Some are tests, not blessings, and they are designed to see whether you will choose with wisdom or with impulse. What looks attractive on the surface may not carry the foundation needed to support you. If you step into something without examining it, you may find yourself in a place that feels difficult to leave. That is why discernment is your protection in this moment. There is also something about your pace that needs to change. You have been moving quickly, trying to keep up with everything around you. But speed is not always strength, and rushing can lead you into situations that require more thought. Slowing down does not mean you are falling behind. It means you are choosing wisely. When you move with intention, you avoid mistakes that come from haste. Type 111 if you believe God is guiding you. I want you to become aware of how easily you can be influenced when you feel pressure. Pressure can come from people, from expectations, or even from your own thoughts. When it builds, it can make you act in ways that are not fully aligned with your well-being. Recognizing that pressure and stepping back from it is part of your protection. You do not need to respond to everything immediately. There is also a lesson here about patience that you must embrace. Patience is not weakness. It is strength that allows you to see clearly before acting. When you are patient, you give yourself time to understand what is truly in front of you. You notice details that would otherwise be hidden. This is especially important in the moment I have been preparing you for. You have been given enough signs already to know when something is not right. The problem has not been the absence of guidance, but the way you have responded to it. Sometimes you have ignored it, and other times you have doubted it. Now I am asking you to trust what you sense and act on it. That trust will protect you from stepping into something that is not meant for you. What's really behind the 7-second brain technique that's making headlines and new millionaires? A stunning CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second brain ritual that's helping normal people wipe out debt and attract serious wealth. With proof from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into dream living. Homes, cars, vacations, it's all happening. But the government could take this down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is also something about your boundaries that needs strengthening. You have allowed certain lines to be crossed without addressing it. This has made it easier for situations to develop in ways that do not serve you. Setting clear boundaries will protect your peace and your direction. It will also prevent others from influencing you in ways that are not right for you. You are not being asked to push people away, but to protect your space. Not everyone should have the same level of access to your decisions and your time. Being selective about who and what you allow into your life is part of your growth. It is also part of your protection. When your space is clear, your thinking becomes clearer as well. There is also something about your mindset that needs to shift. You have been approaching certain situations with a sense of fear or doubt. That mindset can make you more vulnerable to making the wrong choices. When you act from fear, you are more likely to rush or settle for less than what is right. I want you to move from a place of calm and confidence instead. You are not lacking anything you need to make the right decision. You have been given awareness, strength, and guidance. What you need now is the willingness to use them. Trust that you are capable of choosing wisely, even if the situation feels unfamiliar. Confidence in your ability to choose correctly will keep you grounded. The moment I have been warning you about is getting closer, and you will recognize it when it comes. It will not be hidden from you if you stay attentive. You will feel a sense of awareness, as if something inside you is telling you to slow down. That feeling is your protection speaking to you. Listening to it will keep you safe. I am not leaving you alone in this process. I am guiding you through every step, even when you do not realize it. The fact that you are hearing this now is part of that guidance. You are being given the chance to avoid something that could have caused difficulty in your life. That is not something to take lightly. There is something about your next interaction that holds weight. It may seem like a normal conversation or a simple decision, but beneath it there will be layers you must notice. Words will be said, options may be presented, and you will feel a pull to respond quickly. That is where you must remember everything you have been shown. You are not to move quickly, you are to observe, listen, and allow clarity to come before you act. Type 1313 to stay aware. You have been someone who often tries to keep things smooth and avoid conflict. While that has helped you in certain moments, it has also caused you to ignore things that needed to be addressed. In the moment that is coming, you must not ignore what feels off just to keep things comfortable. Comfort is not always safety, and avoiding tension can sometimes lead you into deeper problems. Speaking with clarity and honesty will protect you more than silence ever could. There is also something about how you handle doubt that needs to change. When doubt appears, you tend to push it away or cover it with quick decisions. But doubt is often a signal that something needs closer attention. It is not always something to escape, but something to understand. Sitting with that feeling will reveal what is hidden beneath it. Type 1414 if you choose wisdom. The danger I have been warning you about is connected to a moment where doubt will appear and you will be tempted to ignore it. That is the moment you must slow down. That is the moment where your awareness must become active. Choosing to pause instead of rushing will completely change the outcome. It will allow you to see what is real instead of what only appears to be real. There is also something about your expectations that you need to release. You have been holding on to a certain outcome, hoping things will turn out in a specific way. That expectation can make you overlook signs that something is not right. When you are attached to an outcome, you may ignore what does not align with it. Letting go of that attachment will free you to see clearly. You are not losing anything by releasing expectations. You are gaining clarity. When you are open, you can recognize what is truly meant for you. You will no longer try to force something to fit into your life. Instead, you will allow what is right to come naturally. This is where peace begins to take the place of pressure. There is also a need for you to become more grounded in yourself. You have been looking outward for confirmation instead of trusting what you already feel within. This has made it easier for you to be influenced by others. Grounding yourself means becoming steady in your own awareness. It means knowing what feels right for you without needing constant reassurance. You already have that ability within you. It has been there all along, but you have not fully trusted it. Now is the time to begin relying on it. That inner clarity is your protection. It will guide you away from situations that are not meant for you and toward those that are. There is also something about your energy that you need to protect. You have been giving too much of yourself in certain areas without realizing how it affects you. When your energy is drained, your awareness becomes weaker. You become more vulnerable to making decisions that are not aligned with your well-being. Protecting your energy will strengthen your clarity. Is it finally time to try the same CIA secret ritual that's changing lives in seconds? This newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual transforming lives overnight. Scientifically validated by 4 neuroscience labs, it rewires your mind to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and exotic travel. But this secret won't be online much longer. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently removed. You do not need to be available for everything and everyone. Choosing where you invest your time and attention is part of your strength. It is also part of your protection. When you are intentional with your energy, you become more focused and aware. That focus will help you recognize the moment when your awareness is needed most. The moment I have been preparing you for is very close now. You will not miss it if you stay present. It will come in a way that feels familiar because you have already been shown what to look for. That familiarity is your signal to become fully aware. It is not a coincidence, it is confirmation. When that moment comes, remember to slow down, observe, and choose with intention. Do not allow pressure, emotion, or expectation to guide you. Let clarity and peace be your guide. This is how you step away from the danger that has been forming. This is how you protect your future. I am still with you, and I will continue to guide you through this. You are not being left alone to figure this out. Every word you have heard is part of your preparation. You are being given the chance to move differently, to choose wisely, and to avoid something that could have caused harm. You have been prepared step by step, not to fear what is coming, but to move through it with wisdom and strength. This is not a random warning. It is a guided intervention to keep you from stepping into something that is not meant for you. What you choose now will determine whether you walk into peace or into a situation that could have been avoided. There is something very subtle about the moment ahead, and that is what makes it important for you to stay alert. It will not come with loud signs or obvious danger. It will come quietly, almost like a normal situation. You may even feel a sense of familiarity, as if you have been there before. That is your signal that this is the moment you were prepared for. Recognizing it will give you the chance to respond differently than you have in the past. Type 1515 if you are ready. You must remember that not everything that feels familiar is safe. Familiarity can sometimes come from patterns that you have repeated, even if those patterns have not served you well. This is your chance to break that pattern. Instead of moving automatically, you must become aware and intentional. This is how you step out of cycles that could lead you into the same kind of difficulty again. There is also something about your reaction that will matter in this moment. You will feel an urge to respond quickly, to keep things moving, or to avoid discomfort. That urge is where you must be careful. Acting on it without thinking will lead you into the very situation I have been warning you about. But if you pause, breathe, and observe, you will begin to see clearly what is actually happening. Type 1616 to stay in alignment. I am asking you to trust the awareness you have been given. You may not have all the answers in that moment, but you will have enough to know whether something feels right or not. That feeling is not random, it is guidance. Ignoring it would be like turning away from a warning sign that is there to protect you. Listening to it will guide you safely through the situation. There is also a truth you must hold on to, and that is that you are not being tested to fail. You are being prepared to succeed in a way that protects your peace and your future. This moment is not here to harm you. It is here to show you how strong and aware you have become. It is an opportunity to choose differently and to step into a better direction. You have been given everything you need to navigate this moment. Awareness, patience, clarity, and the ability to pause before acting. These are not small things, they are powerful tools. Using them will change the outcome completely. Ignoring them will lead you into a situation that could have been avoided. There is also something about your confidence that must rise now. You cannot move through this moment with doubt in yourself. Doubt will make you second-guess what you feel and lead you to ignore your own awareness. Confidence does not mean you know everything. It means you trust what you do know. And right now, you know more than you think. You know when something feels right and when it does not. You know when you need to pause and when you can move forward. You know when something aligns with your peace and when it creates tension. Trusting that knowing is what will guide you through this moment safely. It is what will keep you from stepping into something that does not belong in your life. There is also a need for you to release fear as you move forward. Fear can cloud your thinking and make you react instead of respond. You are not meant to move through this moment with fear, but with calm awareness. Calmness will allow you to see clearly and act wisely. It will keep you grounded even when the situation feels uncertain. The moment will pass, but the outcome will remain. That is why your response is so important. A single decision can shape what follows in ways you may not fully realize at first. Choosing wisely in that moment will create a path of peace and stability. Choosing carelessly can lead to confusion and difficulty. You are not alone in this, even if it feels like it. I am with you in every step, guiding you, strengthening you, and reminding you of what you already know. This guidance is not separate from you, it is within you. It is the quiet voice that tells you to pause, to observe, and to choose carefully. Why is the government working so hard to bury this 7-second brain ritual? A stunning CIA leak has just exposed a 7-second brain ritual, now allowing regular people to clear debt and invite unstoppable wealth. Supported by 4 neuroscience labs, this easy at-home method is transforming financial struggles into dream lifestyles. New homes, vehicles, vacations, it's all becoming possible. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Stay grounded in that awareness as you move forward. Do not let distractions pull you away from what you have been shown. This is your moment to act with intention and clarity. This is your moment to choose what is right instead of what is easy. And this is your moment to step away from the danger that has been forming. There is still more that will unfold after this moment, and I will continue to guide you through it. But what happens next depends on how you respond when this moment arrives. You have been prepared, you have been warned, and you have been given the tools to move safely. Now it is up to you to use them and walk the path that leads to peace and protection. Everything I have placed inside you was meant to prepare you for this exact time. You are not unready, and you are not unprotected, but your awareness must remain active. This is where your choices begin to carry immediate consequences, and where your ability to pause and think becomes your greatest protection. There is something happening around you that may seem ordinary, but it is not as simple as it appears. The situation may look calm on the outside, but there are details beneath it that require your attention. If you move quickly, you will miss those details and walk into something that could disturb your peace. If you slow down and observe, you will begin to see clearly what is actually in front of you. This is the difference between being caught off guard and being protected. Type 1717 to stay alert. You may already feel a sense of tension or uncertainty, even if you cannot fully explain it. That feeling is not there to confuse you. It is there to guide you. It is your awareness becoming active, reminding you to be careful. Ignoring that feeling would be like turning away from something that is trying to protect you. Trusting it will lead you to make a different choice than you might have made before. There is also something about how others may respond in this moment that could influence you. You may feel pressure to agree, to move forward, or to keep things smooth. But you must remember that your responsibility is not to meet expectations, it is to protect your peace and your direction. You do not need to follow the pace or decisions of others if they do not feel right for you. Standing firm in your awareness will keep you grounded. Type 1818 if you choose protection. I am asking you to become fully present in this moment. Do not let your mind wander or become distracted by other thoughts. What is happening now requires your full attention. Being present will allow you to notice small details, subtle changes, and feelings that guide you. Those details are what will help you understand the situation clearly. There is also a need for you to trust that stepping back is not weakness.